Magandang oras sa mga kababayan, mga kagulinboy. Ang ating bigyan ng reaksyon ngayon ay itong napakagaling, napaka-high-tech na pag-rescue ng dalawang piloto ng AH-64 Apache helicopter ng US Marines. Well, first time na ginamit ito ng US Navy ang pag-rescue gamit ang autonomous robot speedboat. Ito yung drone speedboat na autonomous. Meron sariling pag-iisip. AI yung nagano AI operated speedboat. Ngayon, bakit hindi tao ang ipinadala, hindi mga naka-helicopter ang dapat mag-rescue ng bumagsak na Apache helicopter sa karagatan sa karagatan ng Oman. At kahit Oman ay tinira ng drone ng Iran. Well, ayon sa itong latest na balita ay hindi pala sinadya na natirahin ng drone ng Iran yung Apache helicopter. Meron kasi silang barrage of attack of drones na meron silang pinakawalan na halos 200 yata na drones na Shahid at papunta yun sa Gulf State, yung swarm, parang bubuyog, ang dami. Kaya nang dumaan yung Apache helicopter para sa kanyang patrolya sa karagatan ng Oman, kasi part yun ng blockade ng US Navy, ay aksidenteng natumbok niya ang pathway ng mga drones papuntang pinadala yun ng Iran para doon sa Qatar yata. Ngayon, aksidenteng natamaan yung rotor ng helicopter. Ang maganda dito, hindi sumabog yung drone kasi ang tumama sa rotor ng drone, sa rotor pala ng helicopter, ay yung pakpak lamang ng drone, hindi yung nozzle, hindi yung pinakaulo. Kasi nandun yung yung parang piston sa may ulo. Kung yun ang tumama sa helicopter, sabog, siguradong patay ang dalawang piloto ng Apache helicopter. Kaya mabuti na lang ay walang namatay. Kung meron ay talagang magliliyab ang galit ni Trump kapag merong namatay na serviceman dahil sa pag-atake ng Iran. Well, meron tayong courtesy video dito ng AI Tele. Napakagaling na na AI kasi marunong gumawa ng video Kaya nga lang AI video. Kaya atin panoorin para mas maintindihan at malaman natin kung paano talaga ni-rescue with the autonomous AI speedboat itong dalawang nalunod o bumagsak na piloto ng Apache helicopter sa karagatan ng Hormuz. So ito ang video atin panoorin.
Crippled Apache plunged into the dark waters off the Omani coast. Interestingly, unlike Russian attack helicopters such as the Kumov Ka-50 and Kf-52, American Apaches do not have ejection seats. For context, here's how a Russian helicopter actually ejects its pilots. The moment the system is triggered, explosive charges blow off the main rotor blades and the glass canopy in a split second. With the path clear, high-powered rockets instantly ignite, launching the ejection seats up and away to a safe distance. Instead, the crew is protected by energy-absorbing seats. These specialized seats are engineered to crush downward, absorbing massive amounts of kinetic energy in the event of a crash, to protect the pilot's spines. Thanks to this engineering and their own survival training, both pilots survived the violent impact and found themselves floating in one of the most hostile waterways on the planet. Rather than risking a traditional manned search and rescue helicopter or a Coast Guard cutter in an active threat zone, the Navy's Fifth Fleet made a historic decision. They deployed an autonomous drone boat. The vessel that answered the call wasn't a warship in any traditional sense. It was the Corsair, a sleek, low-riding, autonomous surface vessel that looked deceptively ordinary, but was about to make history. Designed for rugged, long-duration missions, the 24-foot Corsair can hit speeds over 35 knots and carry up to 1,000 pounds across 1,000 nautical miles.
Okay, so bakit nga ba hindi gumamit ng manual ang US Navy? Bakit hindi trupa yung pinadala? Bakit hindi tao? Bakit drone na speedboat. Kapag ang mag-rescue kasi ay isa pang helicopter, ay siyempre madaling ma-detect ng radar ng Iran. At kung ano naman, medyo malaki-laki, katulad ng Navy cutter, yung maliliit na parang warship, ay madali rin siyang ma-detect. Kaya itong autonomous na ito na drone, speedboat, ay ano daw to, hindi masyadong ma-detect kasi nga maliit siya at iba ang kanyang heat signature, iba. At akalain lang ng radar na ito isang ordinaryong speedboat ng nangingisda. Kaya hindi nahalata na meron palang rescue na nagaganap. Ngayon kung hindi na rescue yun, ako, grabe. Kung hindi yun na rescue, makuha yung Apache helicopter at mapag-aralan na yun ng Iran at magagawa na sila ng kanilang sariling Apache helicopter. Napakamahal na helicopter yan. Hindi kaya bilhin ng Pilipinas yan. Ang isa niyan, kaya galit nga si Trump eh. Kaya kinabukasan ba yun o after an hour lamang ay nag-order si Trump ng pag-atake sa Iran. Kaya nga, nagbago ang isip ng Iran eh. Yung matigas nila na ulo ay lumambot at nagipag-deal na kay Trump. At sabi ngayong linggo na lang na ito daw, mabilis. Baka Lunes o Martes o Merkules ay magpirmahan na sila sa Europa. Sa Europe ang binyo ng pirmahan ng kasunduan, peace deal and itong conditions ng peace deal na ito ng Iran at ng Amerika. Well, balik tayo dito sa EI Tele video para sa kanyang ilustrasyon ng daring rescue using autonomous speedboat.
What made it the perfect extraction vehicle on June 8 was its 360-degree passive sensing capability. Passive means it emits no detectable signal. It does not ping radar. It does not broadcast its position through active sonar. It navigates in the darks, sees everything around it, and remains electromagnetically silent. In an environment saturated with Iranian radar and drones actively monitoring the strait, the Corsair slipped through the water without painting a target on itself or the downed crew, navigating entirely autonomously toward the GPS coordinates broadcast by the pilot's survival gear. It found them in the black waters of the Gulf of Oman. No rescue crew was put at risk. There was no dramatic hoist in the threat zone, no diver in the water, and no manned vessel illuminated by searchlights for hostile radar to track. Using their own strength, the two aviators pulled themselves onto the drone boat's deck. The Corsair then silently transported the crew away from the crash site to safety on the water. This is where all hell broke loose. Less than 24 hours after the Apache plummeted into the dark waters of the Gulf, the U.S. military retaliated. On June 9, 2026, acting on direct orders from President Donald Trump, American forces launched a coordinated, overwhelming wave of self-defense airstrikes against Iran. The flight deck of the USS Abraham Lincoln, operating safely out in the Arabian Sea, became a deafening hive of activity. The operation commenced at 5:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Shortly after midnight local time in Iran, this is Wave 1 blinding the coast. At exactly midnight, the offensive began, not with explosions, but with an invisible, paralyzing chaos. Before the first American strike fighters even crossed into Iranian airspace, Navy EA-18G Growlers unleashed a massive electronic assault, flooding the electromagnetic spectrum with intense jamming. As Iranian radar screens filled with static, the U.S. fired a volley of high-speed anti-radiation missiles. These weapons aggressively hunted down the emissions from coastal early warning radars, destroying the arrays and completely blinding the Iranian operators before they even knew what was coming. In Wave 2, the drone bunkers. At 1:15 a.m., with the skies successfully cleared of radar threats, the heavy hitters arrived. The airspace roared as strike packages moved in, armed with precision-guided bunker busters. Their targets were the heavily fortified ground control stations and storage facilities hidden along the coast, the exact locations where the deadly Shahed drones were housed, prepped, and piloted. In a matter of minutes, the hardened infrastructure was absolutely obliterated.
Ayun, so less than 12 hours lang pala ang pag-retaliate ni Donald Trump. So, less than 12, baka 10 or 11 hours after the downing, after na ma-down itong Apache helicopter, ay less than 12 hours ang aksyon ng resback ng US Navy. Kaya merong ginawang third wave, tatlong bugso ng pag-atake ng US sa Iran. Gumamit pala ng bunker buster eh. Tinira yung tunnel na doon nakahouse yung napakaraming Shahid drones sa Hormuz. Kaya makikita mo kapag lilipad yung mga Shahid drone, ang dami-dami. Kaya yun, yung na yan, facility na yan na underground facility ng Shahid drones ay pinasabog na yan noon ng Israel. Ngayon dahil sa binigyan sila ng ceasefire, ang ginawa ng Iran sa panahon ng ceasefire ay ang pag-recover ng mga tunnel. Binuksan nila yung tunnel, of course using equipments. So ito na, kasi hindi nasisira yung mga drones sa ilalim eh. Hindi lahat. Pero yung iba nasira talaga, yung natumbok ng bunker buster. Pero yung nasa unahan ay hindi. Kaya nakapag-operate na sila ngayon, meron na silang mga missiles, pero limited lamang. Merong maraming Shahid drones, pero yan yung leftover, yung natira ng pangbubomba. Kaya yun, binomba na naman. Kaya yung pagbubomba na yun na medyo grabe rin, noong June 9, kasi June 8, bumagsak tong Apache helicopter. So by June 9 ng 5 a.m. Madaling araw ay nakatikim ang Iran ng grabe na pagbubomba ng Amerika. Kaya nga ay bumalik sila sa negotiating table at ito na ang abangan natin by baka bukas o by Martes, by Wednesday ay magpirmahan na ang negotiator ng Iran at ang negotiator ng Amerika. Of course, hindi lang negotiator ang pipirma diyan, kundi ang presidente ng Iran at presidente ng US. Ang problema niyan ay dalawang gobyerno ng Iran eh. Yung Masoud Pezeshkian na presidente o yung supremo nila na hindi na nakikita. Alright, so anong masasabi nyo dito mga kababayan tungkol sa napakagaling, napaka-high-tech na rescue ng US Navy sa kanilang kasamang mga piloto ng Apache helicopter na ginamitan lamang ng autonomous speedboat, tinatawag na robot speedboat. Well, tapos na kaya ang pirmahan? Wala tayong alam eh. Basta lang sabi kahapon ay payag ng Iran, si Abbas Araghchi mismo ang nagsabi, at mangyayari nga ang deal na ito o pirmahan ngayong linggo lang na ito sa Europa. Paki-comment mga kababayan, mga ka-Golden Boy, anong masasabi niyo sa video na ito. Ako'y magpaalam na, maraming salamat sa lahat at sa mga bagong bisita. Ang inyong pag-subscribe ay malaking tulong sa aking avid followers. Mag-ingat kayong lahat at maraming salamat.